The new GTA Online update drops tomorrow, and today on the show we have all of the news and information in regards to all of our money bonuses, big discounts, free vehicles, extra free rewards, returning game modes, and challenges for players to participate in, and more for this next week here in GTA Online. There is a lot to go over, and we're going to be diving into it all. This video will serve as your comprehensive sneak peek at the new GTA Online event that goes live in just about 12 hours or so from the time this video gets posted. It's about 4 a.m. Central Standard Time US when the update releases, so convert that to your local time zone to find out when that is for you. But overall, pretty interesting week, so let's jump in. Starting off with our returning limited time game mode for this week in GTA, it is Tiny Racers, and one of the free rewards that you can unlock, all you need to do is collect enough outfit scraps and you will unlock the Frontier outfit, and this is also going to tie into the money bonuses, same with the Tiny Racers mode. So let's jump into those money bonuses. I guess the staple one for this week is triple money and RP on taxi work. Now remember, taxi work already got a blanket triple buff at this point almost a year ago, I believe, or something like that. So this week, taxi work will be 9x original payouts if you played, the first week that the taxi work came out and you haven't really actually tried it since. Well, this week will actually be pretty decent, but overall, is it going to be something worth grinding? I mean, yeah, because it is going to be triple money. That being said, there is still going to be faster ways to make money, but if you just want a nice chill type of gameplay grind to do, taxi work is something, and it's also not really any sort of illicit business or anything. It's very legal. Next, for our double money and RP, the Super Yacht Life contact missions are paying out double money and double RP, so that's like a 5 or 6 mission storyline that you can embark on right there. They honestly are pretty fun, and they would pay out decent with double money if you drag out the timer to 10 plus minutes. That being said, you do need to purchase a super yacht to even play these. Don't do that. That's not worth it at all. I think many players may just own a super yacht though because they bought it in the past, and so if you have and you haven't played the missions, you might as well try it this week for the double money and double RP. All shipwrecks that you can find spread across the open world each and every day will be paying out double money and double RP, so instead of 25k from those or the 20k, it's going to be 40 or I guess 50k. And then the Tiny Racers game mode is also paying out double money and double RP for this week in GTA. Now our weekly challenge, sort of going off the Super Yacht Life contact missions, which are paying out double, if you complete 3 of those, you will receive $100,000. So let's say you own the yacht, you haven't done the contact missions because you heard they suck, they're boring, you never bothered because you'd rather just play Cayo Perico for the 750th time. Well, maybe give the Super Yacht Life contact missions a try, go through the storyline, and you'll make an extra 100 grand while doing so, while also making that double money. Now, for our discounts, we do have 40% off the Galaxy Super Yachts. So those are all the Super Yacht modifications plus the yachts themselves. If you get the most expensive yacht, of course, that will be 40% off. That is an enticing option if you want to get one of the more expensive purchases in this game at a massive discount. That being said, should you feel the need to just because it's discounted heavily? No, especially with the DLC coming up in the next month or so. That being said though, it is 40% off. We probably won't see that again for another year, so keep that in mind. If you're alright paying full price with it later, that's totally your decision. The classy Hot Ring Saber is going to be 40% off this week. The BF Weevil will be 40% off. You can get 40% off the Overflawed Autarch, 40% off the Gallivanter Baller ST, 40% off the classy Drift Yosemite, 40% off the Vapid Flash GT, 40% off the Dinka Vito Modern, as well as 40% off the Anis Urus. So some decent cars out there, like the Autarch is definitely worth picking up. The BF Weevil, if you convert it to the BF Weevil Custom at Benny's. The Drift Yosemite is kind of cool, and maybe the Anis Urus. Now moving into our Salvage robberies. These are going to be available until May the 27th. So we do have the Grazi Furia, which is this week's top range vehicle featured in the cargo ship robbery. The Bugatti Zaruso is also going to be our second top range vehicle for the week, featured in the Gangbanger robbery. And then the Duggan robbery is going to feature this classy Mamba right here. It's going to be the standard range vehicle for the week, or I guess the mid range technically. But either way, those are our 3 options. According to the news and intel that got shared with us early, there is no claimable vehicle. Then moving into the Diamond Casino and Resort, your Lucky Wheel podium vehicle for the week is the Vapid GB200. And then at the LS Car Meet, you can check out the Car Meet prize ride, which is the Dubachi Spectre. And in order to unlock this car, you just need to win 1 race in the LS Car Meet series, and you will get the Spectre. So that is definitely worth it. Just play once, win the race, and you get the Spectre, which is an expensive, I think it's a sports car, but it's an expensive vehicle in this game. And that's the fact that you can get it for $0 this week just for doing that is pretty awesome in my opinion. Definitely something every player should strive to do. Next up at the LS Car Meet, your premium test drive vehicle is the Benefactor Sterling GT for the week. And then our standard vehicle, some of them removed and rare, feature back for a limited time at the LS Car Meet as your test drive vehicles. We have the Canis Seminole Frontier, the Dubachi JB700, as well as the Invitero Coquette Blackfin. Now, if we pivot on over to Premium Deluxe Motorsport, we have more limited time rare and removed vehicles that are featured back for limited time. So we have the Grotti Cheetah featured here. I think players will definitely like to see that one return. The Grotti GT500, the Overflawed Entity XF, the Weenie Dynasty, as well as the Anus Super Diamond. So definitely, I would pick up that Entity XF if you haven't already, the Cheetah for sure, and the GT500 is probably also worth a snag there. And we'll talk about this tomorrow in my weekly update guide. We'll go over the performance, the cost of all these, customization options, if they're even worth it, things like that. At Luxury Autos for the week, your two options for vehicles if you want to purchase them are the Anis Urus as well as the Overflawed Autarch. And then at the Gun Van, you actually have a lot of different opportunities. So you can get 30% off the compact EMP launcher, as well as 30% off all grenades, 30% off all pipe bombs, tear gas, as well as body armor. So the body armor and throwable discounts continue. And the minigun, as well as the heavy sniper will be featured here. Those will be free for all players in the game. So those are some high level items. You definitely need those. And the fact that you can get them for free is excellent. And then the tactical SMG returns to the Gun Van, and it will be 40% off for GTA Plus members. So every player who visits the Gun Van can buy the tactical SMG, but you're only getting that 40% off discount if you are subscribed to GTA Plus. And of course, the L. Strickler military rifle continues. It's $0 for GTA Plus members, but it is just featured there for next gen players. Excuse my cat in the background meowing and the construction outside. It's actually a crazy time to be making this video, but I can't really do anything about it. So sorry about that, but it is what it is. This week's premium race is Business Trip. It is locked to the supercar class and category. This week's HSW time trial is North Chumash to Palomino Highlands. The normal time trial for this week is Storm Drain, and probably if you've been waiting for me to talk about it, the FIB priority file for the week is Black Box and the Black Box file. So if you like farming, Project Breakaway, and fine art back to back to back like I do, and that's how I run the garment factory business, well, you can do that this week and still make double money with the priority file, which is just going to be a different one. So that is nice for this week here in GTA. Now, of course, for the money guide we'll be coming out with on Friday, the focus will probably be on the taxi work as well as the Super Yacht Life contact missions. Nothing super crazy for making money this week, but for like little activities that you probably, haven't played in a while, you may not be interested in, well, switch it up this week and try something new. Definitely not a great weekly update. I was blown away by the fact that some people thought double money on the garment factory, which is a $450,000 an hour business last week. They thought that was the worst week ever in GTA Online. I mean, not even hyperbole. They weren't exaggerating with it. That was insane because this is objectively a worse update. So I'm curious to see what they think about this, but we probably won't hear from them ever again. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Drop a like if you guys enjoy. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. I will be live on twitch.tv/HazardousHDTV playing this game, live streaming. I have one more Salvage Yard robbery from this week I got to finish up, and we'll prepare for the new weekly update. Maybe we'll just go through the Super Yacht Life missions anyway, kind of get used to them before we start grinding them next week. Maybe do some taxi work to prepare, things like that. But again, drop a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Check me out over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, and I will see you guys in the next GTA 5 online video tomorrow, and tons more content coming out daily this weekend. All right, guys. Adios, amigos.